Hello, folks. Right, so sorry. Last time I streamed, I said I was going to be back the next day. That was like a week ago. Um, so this is the stream I was talking about before, where I wanted to demonstrate mixtapes. So basically, many of you will know, or any of you that watch this will know, that I'm a big fan of Endless, obviously. Endless is a piece of software. Oh, don't know if you can hear the helicopter going over in the background. That's quite loud. Sorry, London, innit? Yeah, Endless Studio is basically a software incarnation of Tim Exiles Flow Machine. And Tim has been busy building and developing that along with the rest of the dev team for the last few years. Um, he's also responsible for lots and lots of other plugins and instruments and effects, a lot of which to do with native instruments, things like the finger and the mouth, stuff like that. Anyway, one of the things with Endless is that you can't really kind of complete a track or anything like that in it, or use it as a sequence sketchpad. So what you can do is you can play all your riffs, and then you can go and like play back through them and do what's known as a riff hop, which is the kind of best you can get at the moment for putting a track together. However, Tim has applied his genius to Reactor again and come up with a thing called mixtapes. Mixtapes works with Endless. You can drag riffs from Endless Studio into mixtapes in Reactor, and then it allows you to sequence them and arrange them. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, I want to try and explain better. I think it's probably best to show you. So at the moment, we've got a riff. I just put together a demonstration riff. It's pretty simple, but I think it uses all 8 tracks. Let's have a look. So we've got 2 vocal channels. This is the first one. And there's a second vocal channel. It's just little snippets from Vocalize Contact Library. Next thing, I think we have some timpani. Yeah. So that's from the BBC Symphonic Orchestra plugin from Spitfire, which is free if you fill out a survey for them. I highly recommend you do that because it's a great plugin. Okay, what have we got next? We've got some bass. That's Native Instruments Rickenbacker bass plugin. I should just play the bass I have. I have an electroacoustic bass, and I should just play that. But to be honest, getting a good sound is a lot harder than just turning on the machinery and plugging in Native Instruments Rickenbacker bass. So yeah, I'm lazy. That's why we have that. Next, oh, some chords. Trying to think what this is. Oh yeah, this is a G to 6V, or G to 6V by Roland, but the Arturia version of it. Anyway. Next is a heavily panned conga riff from the Hand Sonic. It's me battering out the conga. Um, tuba. So I think I mentioned that I got hold of Session Horns Pro Contact Library just the other day. And anyway, I've totally fallen in love with the tuba. It's, well, listen to it. It's amazing. That's with a bit of Endless Studio reverb on there as well. And last but not least, we've got a kind of garagey beat just to drive it on. Right, okay, so let's see. All together, they sound like this. So anyway, that is our riff that we're going to use to demonstrate mixtapes. Here we go. So, you can't see my mouse on the screen, unfortunately. So I'm just going to drag a riff and put it into mixtapes. But first of all, let's get rid of Studio here. And let's bring on mixtapes. Hey. Right. Okay. Oh, hey Marky, how's it going? Sorry, I've not been keeping an eye on the chat. How's it going, man? Hey Preset, how's it going, mate? Right, okay, so what was I doing here? I've got this riff. I'm going to drag it here onto mixtapes, and boop, there we go. Now, first of all, it gives you a little instruction thing, so we're just going to click through that. You don't need that because I spent the whole of yesterday figuring this out, and now I'm going to explain it to you, so you don't need it. Right. Okay. So the screen you can see at the moment, up the top here, you can drag riffs, and you can drag loads and loads of riffs, fill up pages and pages of riffs on here if you want to. Then under here, you've got this add riff to mixtape. When you click on that, the riff appears down here. And you can have a whole chain of riffs. This is a little way to scrub through on this bar here. So you can just scrub into different parts of the riff. Volume control here. This thing that says none. I don't know what that is. I think that might be the sync function. I don't know. Okay. Finally on here, you've got crossfade. You can have riffs faded, or you can have them just jump straight in. Okay. Right. So, what I'm going to do is rather than get a whole load of riffs and string them together, because that's basically the same as just riff hopping, and we can do a show on that another time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the amount of control that you can have over one riff import, so one splat, if you like. So this is the one we've got here. We're going to go and click on arrange. And it starts playing it for you straight away. Right, okay. As you can see, we've got a few controls here. We've got an offset, so you can get the one in the right place, which is amazing. You've got your time signature, you've got your BPM, you've got the scrub bar across the top here again. Underneath that, you've got your 8 tracks. You've got the 8 mutes here. You've got 8 levels. The numbers just a level to read out. And then you've got low pass, high pass filter, like a kind of like a DJ filter. So it's high pass when you go to the right and low pass to the left. Right. Then you've got these sections which increase as you go across. And you've got a few different options. You've got delete, you've got this 16, so that's the length that it's going to play. And you can click on that, drag up and down, and go from 1 bar right up to 128 bars. So let's Let's stick it on 8 for now. Underneath that, you've got jump. Click on that, and it gives you another option called fade. So using jump and fade, you can fade in the intros and blend different tracks together, or different bits of the tracks together. There's your transport control there, it's a play. The little plus or T thing there, you click on that and that makes another one of these for you. We'll just delete that one though, we don't need it in the moment. And there's a save function, so you can go and make changes. You can click save on it and it will save it. Right, okay. Let's try and build a little riff together with it. We've got these mutes down here. We'll just see what's in what place. Why isn't that playing? Oh, I know why. Ah, okay. No, the reason it's not playing is because for some reason, I think it's defaulted. Let me just turn that off for a second. It's defaulted all of the low pass filters to max on the low. Let me just sort that out. I don't know why it's done that. I wasn't doing this yesterday, so I think it's probably user error or an issue with my computer today. Okay, right, so first off, we've got a vocal, another vocal. Okay, I can't remember what's next. Ooh, timpani. Okay, then I think it's the bass. Nicely unquantized bass there. Chords. Conga. Juba. And the beat. Right. Okay. What should we start with? Should we start with the chords? Because, I don't know, that's not the chords. There we go. Right, I'm going to just press on these and make sure that the only one... In fact, actually, let's delete that. Right, we're starting from scratch. We've got a plus at start, plus at end. We've got our chords playing, and we're just going to press plus at the start. There we go. That's our first section. Next thing I'd probably want to bring in, I guess, is the tuba, which isn't that one. Okay, this is the tuba then. Sorry, my son's got a bit of a cough in the background there. Okay, so I'm going to go plus at the end. Oh, my stream chat is lagged, as in on the mic or on the actual chat. Anyway, right. What should we bring in? One of the vocals? So we just unmute that and then plus at end. Now, I'm just thinking I'd like the intro to fade in, so I'm just going to click on where it says jump on the first section, change that to fade, and save. Oh, it's brought up those two again. Right, there we go. It's because I had them unmuted. So I think that save is like an override. Let's have some conga next. So plus that at the end. Should have probably brought the timpani in much earlier. Let's bring them in now. That first section defaults to 16 bars. I'm going to bring that down to 8. Let's bring the other vocal in too. With the bass. Let's bring the beat in. Let's fade in the tuba at the start as well, so we'll press jump to fade on the second track. Then I guess let's make it do something different for the next bit. Should we have a little bit of a break? Yeah, let's have a breakdown to this. Add that. Timpani. Put a fade on that timpani. Let's bring that in. We'll fade it in. Okay, let's try and bring it to some kind of a close. What should we have? To the bass out. Let's take the bass out of 4 bars. Yeah, let's take the tuba out. We'll do that over 4 bars and fade that. Now the fading something in or out is depending, it takes the whole of one of these blocks, so it depends on how long the bar is for how long that fade will take. Let's fade that out, and we'll have that at the end fading out too. Okay. Right. I think we're just about done with our little riff here. I've just noticed that the stream chat is across the middle of the thing as well. Hang on, let me see if I can fix that. We'll make this a bit smaller. That okay? Still see okay? Okay. Right. Time of truth, I guess. So we'll click done on that. And then press play. Let's see what it's done. Actually, let's press play once it's in the arrange section so we can see what's happening. Here we go. Well, we didn't get a fade at the end there, but I think it's a pretty nice bit of software. Basically, with a bit of practice, you can now complete like works in endless. So think about it. If you say you've got 8 tracks, yeah, you fill 8 tracks with a section, drag the riff over, take that section and expand and do stuff like this to put in breaks and all sorts, and then write your next section of 8 riffs. Of eight stems. Drag that in, and you can build up something really cool really quickly. Yeah, you don't need Ableton or Logic or I don't know, Bitwig, whatever. Obviously, it's not a replacement for having a DAW, but it means that you can get from start to some kind of finish all just with Endless, which is amazing. Tim is a genius. I mean, that word gets used a lot, but seriously, he's like insanely clever. Right, okay, folks. Hopefully, I've demonstrated how easy it is to use mixtapes. I figured it out probably in about 10 minutes, and I'm an absolute numpty at these things a lot of the time. So if I can figure that out, then you all can figure that out. It's fairly self-explanatory. Yeah, get involved, download it, have a go. It would be really nice to see this getting used more often. I guess at some point it'll probably get kind of assimilated into a future version of Endless in some capacity. I don't think it's going to be updated from where it is at the moment until that happens. But it's definitely, I would say, an essential add-on for Endless, and it's free as well, just like everything else in Endless. You need to. There's a mixtapes channel in the Endless server, and you'll be able to grab it there. If you can't find it, just ping me and I'll send you a copy. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully that's covered it. I shall be back with some other kind of stream soon. In fact, I'm going to come back and demonstrate when we get the VST into beta. I'm going to come and do a stream on that, which will be longer and a lot more involved. Mixtapes is a small piece of software, and like I say, it doesn't take a long time to get your head around it. So yeah, download it and give it a go. It would be great if more people were using it, and we could set up something like a riff feed for mixtapes. I don't know. Anyway, have a go. Cheerio. See you next time.